Oaths and affirmations, verbal declarations. In this lesson, we'll explore oaths and affirmations, two fundamental notarial acts involving spoken promises. You'll learn how to administer them properly, when they are required, and how to avoid the most common errors in practice and on the exam. Understanding oaths and affirmations. Our first lesson, we will learn about what are oaths and affirmations. Both are verbal, solemn declarations made by a signer before a notary. They are used to affirm the truthfulness of a statement or document. The difference lies in the signer's beliefs. Oath, a pledge made to a higher power. Affirmation, a non-religious, solemn promise of truth. Exam tip. On the exam, you may be asked to distinguish between an oath and an affirmation. Remember, they are legally equivalent, but the choice depends on the signer's preference. Next, when are oaths or affirmations required? Here are common situations: depositions, affidavits, testimony before administrative proceedings, applications requiring sworn statements, and jurats. Remember, every jurat includes an oath or affirmation. Let's have a mini check. Which of the following requires an oath or affirmation? A. Acknowledgement. B. Affidavit. C. Power of attorney. Correct answer is B. Affidavit. Next is administering oaths. Here's the step-by-step process. Ensure personal appearance. The signer must be physically present before you. Verify identity. Use acceptable identification as per your state's laws. Confirm willingness and comprehension. Make sure the person is willing, mentally aware, and understands the purpose. Ask the signer to raise their right hand. Recite the oath clearly. Do you solemnly swear that the statements in this document are true? So help you God. Wait for affirmation. The signer must say, "Yes, I do," or "I swear." And last, record it properly in your notary journal, noting the oath and document involved. Next is administering affirmations, step by step. Here's the step-by-step process. Ensure personal appearance. Verify identity. Confirm willingness and understanding. Recite the affirmation. Do you solemnly affirm, under penalty of perjury, that the statements in this document are true? Wait for confirmation. The signer must say, "Yes, I do," or "I affirm." And last, document it in your journal just as you would for an oath. Common mistake. Not giving the signer the choice between an oath or an affirmation. You must never impose religious language. Here we will learn how to do journal entry and documentation. What to include in your notary journal. Date and time of the act. Name of signer. Type of act. Document type, title. Statement that oath affirmation was administered. Signature of signer, your signature, and type of ID used. Exam tip. A signer must say the oath or affirmation out loud. Silent nodding or signing alone is not sufficient. Next, we'll show you a real-world example. Here's a sample scenario. A woman comes to you with an affidavit for a court case. You verify her ID, ask her whether she prefers an oath or affirmation. She chooses an affirmation. You say, "Do you solemnly affirm, under penalty of perjury, that the contents of this affidavit are true?" She replies, "I do." You complete the notarization, record it in your journal, and attach the jurat certificate if required. Here are special considerations to keep in mind. Can you skip the spoken declaration? No. The oath or affirmation must always be spoken aloud and heard by the notary. What if the signer refuses to swear or affirm? If they are unwilling to speak the declaration aloud, you must refuse the notarization. Final recap. Here are some key takeaways we have learned from this lesson. Oaths and affirmations are verbal promises of truth administered by the notary. An oath involves a religious pledge. An affirmation is secular. Always give the signer a choice between the two. The signer must personally appear and speak aloud their response. Document the act thoroughly in your notary journal. These acts are commonly required for affidavits, jurats, and depositions. You may not proceed if the signer is unwilling or unable to speak the oath or affirmation.